Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome The Rock. Oh, what? Wait, hang on. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's not that rock. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Connie Rocco.
Good morning. Well, since we are 6 feet apart and outside, I'm going to take my mask down because I think it's very important that we welcome you to the very first Power Up Summit on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I'm Connie Rocco, president of the Harrison County Board of Supervisors. And even though we can't see you in person, we surely want to show you around to some of the wonderful things that we have here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Whether it's gaming, sand beach, you name it, and we've got it. Come on down, and we can't wait to see you in 2021. I want to thank Kern Cherry. She's the hardest working woman on the Gulf Coast, and I want to thank her for putting on this summit. And you should thank her too. You're in for a really good time. We love it here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and you're going to love it too. We have more hospitality than you can handle. We're going to take you on a little tour just to show you some of the wonderful things we have to do here, and we can't wait to see you next year, 2021.
Welcome to Harrison County and the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Harrison County is made up of 5 cities: Biloxi, D'Iberville, Gulfport, Long Beach, and Pass Christian.
The Harrison County Board of Supervisors welcomes you to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Recreation is a way of life for us in Harrison County. The Harrison County Fairgrounds has more than 640 acres and hosts annual events such as the Gulf Coast Winter Classic, one of the largest horse shows in the nation. Harrison County has community parks, ball fields, splash pads, community centers, and boat launches.
We live on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and we're surrounded with nature's beauty, rivers, back bays, and streams, all here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
But there's more to Harrison County than just the sand beach. There's hunting and fishing, shopping, world-class museums, and family-friendly entertainment at places like Margaritaville and Centennial Plaza. And of course, we have gaming. There are 10 casino properties in Harrison County and 11 casinos. Everyone is a winner in Harrison County. From fresh Gulf seafood to 5-star dining, the Mississippi Gulf Coast is cooking something special just for you.
I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope you have a great time at the Power Up Summit. Thanks, Kern, for putting this on. You're the greatest.
Welcome to day 3 of the Power Up Virtual Summit. Thank you for all the people that came out yesterday to the Power Up reception. held at Hilton Garden Inn. And thank you, Hilton Garden Inn and Malcolm, for welcoming and hosting us and being a sponsor of this event. I also want to thank all the other sponsors that are part of this event as well. Community Bank, Keep, Swag Her Magazine, and Courageous Magazine, both who helped in promoting this event as well. Also, Gulf Coast Destination, thank you, Renata, for your decoration. And for those of you that are going to be planning a trip, if you're thinking about 2021, then you definitely want to go with Renata and Gulf Coast Destination. In addition, I also want to thank Go Fig, none other than Rita Green. I couldn't have pulled this off without her. So thank you, Go Fig. Check her out, Rita Green. So also my company, PR and Home Care, I also want to do a shout out to my husband, who's been very supportive, Dennis, who is very supportive in everything I do. So thank you. If you need somebody to help keep your loved one at home, PR and Home Care, that's what we do. And also, once again, Lakeisha Cotton Ministry and Gulf Coast Gospel Music Award. If you hadn't already marked your calendar, it's coming again this year in September, and it will be virtually live. So make sure that you go over to Gulf Coast Gospel Music Award page and make sure you register, because it is free. So therefore, that brings me up to what is today going to look like. So first up, we have the gospel, the Power Up Gospel Experience. And then we'll also have none other than Dr. Cosette White, who will be powering up our finances. So you definitely want to stay tuned to that, because who doesn't need advice about how to take care of your finances, especially during these uncertain times. We'll also have another welcome from none other than Harrison County Board of Supervisor, Connie Rocco. We'll also have, make sure when our commercials come up, check out our vendors, because I want to say thank you, because our vendors are so dedicated. They not only did the virtual, but they also did our in-person events as well. And so we also have Jackie Castro Cooper joining us again. So we have a great lineup. And guess what? We're going to end the day, in case you have not gotten your elite ticket, we're going to end the day with the Power Up Your Money Mastermind. And it's going to be hosted by none other than myself, Butts in the Seat Queen, and brand strategist, marketing strategist, Ty Miles, my coach. And we will both be facilitating this mastermind. So if you've never participated in a mastermind, the question is, what is it? Well, it's a great way to pick each other's brain, and we're going to be a part of that. Me having over 23 years in the business field and over 15 years in the event, in planning events as well. And then Ty having so much experience at branding and helping you figure out your brand as well. And then we'll have other people in the room, because you know, when there are 2 or 3 gathered, you can always solve most any problems, right? So join us for the Power Up Your Money, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that not only do you power up your life, that you power up your career, power up your health, power up your business, and power up your finances. So stay tuned in. First up is Lakeisha Cotton and Collective Artists bringing us the Power Up Gospel Experience.
Welcome to the Power Up Gospel Experience. I am Lakeisha Cotton, and with me are lift up the name of God today. Whatever you do and wherever you are, why don't you join into this praise? And let us shout unto God with a voice of victory. Let the kingdom of God rise. Let the kingdom of God rise. Oh, let the kingdom of God rise. Let the kingdom of God rise. Everybody say, oh. Everybody say, oh, oh, oh. Say, oh. Listen, it's the place of authority. It's the place of dominion. Now get up, get up, get up. Everybody say, get up, get up. Tell your neighbor, get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let the kingdom of God rise. Just let it rise. Let the kingdom of God rise. Just let it rise. Of authority. It's the place of dominion. Shout, get up, get up, get up. Everybody now. Get up, get up, get up. Tell your neighbor. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, now get up, get up, get up. Get up, just get up, get up, get up. Get up, just get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Now, oh, hey. Woo. Just take your rightful place, yeah. Let the kingdom of God rise. This is my favorite part. You were born to be mine. You gotta be strong. Be who he called you to be. Yeah. You were born to be mine. Gotta be strong. Be who he called you to be. Walk in your liberty. Born to be mighty. Born to be mighty. Gotta be strong. Hey. Be who he called you to be. See, you were born to be mighty. Gotta be strong. Be who he called you. Walk in your liberty. Say, all right, claim your authority. Be who he called you. Be who he called you. Say, all right, claim your authority. Be who God called you to be. Be who he called you. All right, claim your authority. Be who he called you to be. Be who he called you. You got to be who God called you to be. Be who he called you. I know we get rough sometimes, but you gotta be. Be who he called you. I know we get hard sometimes, but you gotta be. Be who he called you. Oh, don't get tired yet, yeah. Be who he called you. God's got a plan for your life, yes he does. Be who he called you. God's got a plan for your life, yes he does. Be who he called you. Just when it looked like all was lost, just when it looked like I was through, just when it looked like I was gonna die, just when it looked like I was gonna lose, he stepped in. Hey, hallelujah, he stepped in. Hey, come on, you can say just when it looked like I was lost, just when it looked like I was through, just when it looked like I was gonna die, just when, hey, he stepped in. Yes, he did. Woo. He stepped in. Oh, just when it looked like I was lost, just when it looked like I was through, just when it looked like I was gonna die, just when it looked like I was loose, he stepped in. 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 Change my situation. Heal my feeble mind. within me,
and everything within me.
I know that is within me.
All that is within me.
Bless his holy name.
His holy name.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Woo! I will bless the Lord at all times, and my praises in my mouth I'll give unto God. Bless the Lord, oh my soul.
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 I know that is within me.
And all that is within me.
I know that is within me.
And all that is within me.
I will bless the Lord.
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 He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
Worthy.
He's worthy. Hallelujah, hallelujah. He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
He's worthy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hey, 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 hey. We're gonna bless the Lord. Come on and lift up a shout. Let's take it up. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. And everything within me.
Everything within me.
I know that is within me.
All that is within me.
I will bless the Lord.
I will bless the Lord.
I will bless the Lord. This is why, because he's holy.
Holy.
He's holy.
Holy.
He's holy.
Holy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. He's holy.
Holy.
He's holy.
Holy.
He's holy.
Holy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. He's righteous. He's righteous. He's righteous. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Amazing. 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 Hallelujah, hallelujah. Magnificent. Magnificent. Amazing. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Amazing. 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 Hallelujah, hallelujah. Amazing. 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 He's amazing. He's amazing. Oh, wonderful God. Oh, wonderful God. Oh, righteous God. Oh, righteous God. He is amazing. He is amazing. I lift up my eyes to the hill, yeah, from which cometh my help, yeah. He's amazing. 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 Woo, hallelujah. Come on, make some noise if you know that he's an amazing God. Yay. Hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Woo. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, God is more than amazing. Oh, yes, 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 he is. Oh, I look back over my life and see how God brought me out of some sticky situations.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
He
yeah.
made ways out of no way. Because a lot of you have been faithful in your life. Today is your graduation day. And we're here to let you know that your miracle is on the way.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Your miracle is on the way. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. I can sense miracles in the air. God is getting ready what you need this way. This last storm, he's been watching how you handle it, and you pass. Congratulations, I got good news. Just you wait and see, he's gonna do it. Anything now, just you wait and see. Just you wait and see, he's gonna do it. Anything now. I can sense miracles in the air. God is getting ready to send what you need this way. This last storm, he's been watching how you handle it, and you pass. Congratulations, I got good news. Let's do it and see. I'm gonna say it. Anything now, just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. He's gonna do it. Anything now. Oh, look at your neighbor and say any day now. 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 That's good news. Say any day now. 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 Oh, anything now. Yeah. Anything now. God's gonna do it, yeah. Anything now. Any moment, any time. Anything. Oh, I can sense miracles in the air. God is getting ready to send what you need this way. This last storm, he's been watching how you handle it, and you pass. Congratulations, I got good news. Just you wait and see. Hey, anything now. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. Just wait and see. Anything now. I can say miracles in the air. God is getting ready to send what you need this way. This last storm, he's been watching how you handle it, and you pass. Time for graduation, I got good news. Just you wait and see, he's gonna do it. Anything now, just you wait and see. Just you wait and see, he's gonna do it. Anything now. Come on, look at somebody and say, any day now. 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 Put a spirit of expectation on it. Any day now. 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 Oh, anything now. Yeah. Anything now. Any moment, any time. Anything now. God's gonna make a way. 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 Anything now. Woo! I know you've been going through a lot in your life right now. We've had to bury some loved ones. We've lost some jobs and some money. But guess what? You can't throw in the towel. You can't give up now. Somebody say,
You can't give up now.
you can't give up now.
You can't give up now.
I know it's rough right here.
You can't give up now.
I know you've been crying right here.
Can't give up.
But you can't give up now.
Can't give up now.
Keep on running.
You can't give up now.
Keep on running. You can't give up now.
Can't give up.
You can't give up now.
Can't give
Here's
up.
why. You're almost there.
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 You're almost
Keep
there.
on pushing, yeah.
You're almost
Keep
there.
on believing, yeah.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
You're almost there.
You're almost
Oh,
there.
just a little while longer now.
You're almost
Just
there.
one more step now.
You're almost
Reach
there.
beyond the break.
You're almost
Reach
there.
beyond the break.
You're almost
You're
there.
almost there.
You're almost there.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, woo, woo. I believe God's gonna come through for you. Just a little while. After this, your breakthrough is coming. All you gotta do is just hang on to what you believe. Hang on to the word that God gave you. Hang on to the word. What did the scripture say? What did God say in his word? If you just don't give up in due season, you're going to reap the harvest. You just gotta hang on. We want to encourage you tonight, this morning, today, whenever you're watching this, whatever part of the country you're at looking at this. We here over in America, down south in Mississippi, just some southern kids doing what God has called us to do, and that's building up the kingdom of the Lord. You are here, moving in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you.
Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keep, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keep, my light in the darkness. Oh my God, that is who you are.
You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are
Miracle work, promise keep, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, waymaker, miracle work, promise keep,
light in the darkness.
that is who you
don't see you,
you're working. Even when I don't feel you, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working. Oh, even when I don't see you, you're working. Even when I don't feel you, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working.
Even when I don't see you, you work. Even when I don't feel you, you work.
You never stop,
You never stop,
no.
you never stop working. You never stop working.
Even when I don't see you.
Even when I don't see you, you work.
Even when I don't feel you.
Even when I don't feel you, you work.
Oh, never stop.
You never stop working. You never stop.
Oh,
You never stop working. When I don't see you, you work.
even when I don't feel you.
When I don't feel you, you work.
You never stop.
Never stop.
You never stop working.
You are here, moving in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Oh, I worship you. Hallelujah. And we worship you because you're worthy, Lord. You're worthy, Lord. Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We thank you, Jesus. When we don't see him, when we don't feel him. Oh, he's turning some things around. And I'm so grateful. How you seem to make ways out of no way. Oh, I'm a living witness that you can change things around. Oh, you heal me and you save me and you set me free one day. I was a wretch undone. I was a wretch undone. Lord, I was undone. Woo. I was undone, God, but a filthy rag, and you cleaned me up, Lord. Oh, you cleaned me up, God. Yes, you did.
When I thought I was by myself, thought I didn't have nobody to lean on. I didn't know how I was gonna make it. But you stay right there, yeah. You were yet faithful when I was unfaithful. And that's why I'm grateful.
I am grateful.
That's why I'm grateful.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody say
I am grateful for the things that you have done.
yes, I am.
Yes, I'm grateful for the victories we've won. I could go on and on and
your feet. My sins I lay at your feet. My heart I lay at your feet. Of my heart.
It's grateful. Jesus. You know that it's nothing but the blood of Jesus. It's nothing but the blood of Jesus. Nothing. I searched all over, looking for love in all the wrong places. I did. I know it's a cliche, but I did. And I fell on my face every time. But it's nothing but the blood of Jesus that can wash me and make me whole. Hallelujah.
To the lowest valley. from day to day. It will never, no, 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 never, never lose. I know it'll never, never, never lose. Yes, it will never, never lose its power. The blood that Jesus shed for me way back on Calvary. The blood, oh, the blood that gives me strength from day to day. Oh, it will never lose its power. Whoa, reaching to the highest mountain. I'm so glad to know He'll come down and pick you up way down in your valley. Oh, yeah, yeah. That same old blood, yeah. Give me my strength from Monday, Tuesday, all the way to Sunday. Yeah, it will never lose. It will never, it will never. His power, never, 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 no, no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so glad that the same blood still covers my family, and it always will. No, 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 no. Never, never, never. The same blood.
I know it will. Work it out for me, God. The blood will. The blood will. The blood will. The blood will. Wash me white. Wash me white. Wash me white. And clean me up. I heard my grandmama say that the blood will never lose. It never will. It never will. I believe that the blood will heal and sanctify. I believe that the blood will heal and set free. Oh, it will never. It's power. It never will. We want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Power Up Gospel Experience. We bless God for you, and we thank you for spending this hour of power with us. We lift up the name of the Lord, and we decree and declare that even in a famine, that God will supply all of our needs according to his riches in glory. We thank God for Kern Cherry and her staff for allowing us to come in and share the gospel hour with you. We decree and declare that you shall be delivered, healed, saved, and set free, that all of your needs are met. Once again, thank you. I am Lakeisha Cotton, and these are a collection of artists: Lisa Johnson, Teresa Brown, David Miles, Javion Shotwell, and Jonathan Haynes. Thank you once again, and God bless you. King of glory, fill this place. I just want to be with you. I just want to be with you. King of glory, fill this place. Just want to be with you. I gotta be with you.
So I hope you enjoyed that true gospel experience. Thank you, Lakeisha Cotton, and all the other artists and singers who took part in the Power Up gospel experience. I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your busy schedule and sharing with us that powerful music. And also, I just want to say, if you have not registered for the Gulf Coast Gospel Music Awards, please go to www.gcgma.com. And trust me, it is truly going to be an experience. It's going to be live on TV, streaming right here on the internet. So make sure you go and register, because there are people like the ones you just saw, and even more, that are going to be a part of the Gulf Coast Gospel Music Award, which is happening in September. So thank you again, GCGMA and Lakeisha Cotton Ministry, and all the collective artists that joined in this Power Up gospel experience. And also thank you, Connie Rocco, for showing the people how beautiful the Mississippi Gulf Coast is. We are always proud of the Gulf Coast. I'm born and raised here, so naturally I'm proud of it as well, with the beautiful beaches and all. Of course, we have plenty of casinos if you don't have enough to do when you come here. So we're looking forward to all of y'all joining us next year at the Power Up Summit. We just wanted to show you, unfortunately, what you had to miss this year. So that being said, coming right up, we're gonna have Jackie Castro Cooper. Jackie Castro Cooper, a good friend of mine who is also a physical therapist. She is one of the first to go holistic and alternative medicine, physical therapy nationwide. And Jackie is the owner of Gulf Coast Myofascial Release Physical Therapy here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So Jackie is going to be talking to us about Power Up Your Health. Take it away, Jackie.
Welcome to Power Up Your Health. I am so grateful that you are here. I am so grateful to Kern Cherney and her beautiful Power Up Summit that's going to change everyone. I want to say that I'm Jackie Castro Cooper. I am a holistic alternative physical therapist. And in 2007, I opened up my physical therapy practice in a city that I knew no one in. And I was not aware that at that time the recession was beginning. So I had pretty much everything against me. And the important thing is I did have the support of my family, and my husband and I were creating this practice together because this was our main income. Unfortunately, what happened was there wasn't a lot of patients coming towards me because I was doing something very different. And so I decided to really think of myself as a CEO. And I started to research, what do CEOs do? You know, what do they focus on? So that's what I want to bring to you today. I want you to understand that no matter what obstacles you are facing right now, and we're all facing tons of obstacles and change as well, right? I'd like you to know that you're not alone, and that this summit has been made specifically for you, to support you. And so I want to give you 3 things to take away with you today that are going to help you in that journey. And by the way, to finish my story, we did really, really well. After the first 2 years, I was doing very well in my practice. I didn't at that time, before that I had to have a second job in home health, so I stopped that, and I was able to continue my dream of owning my practice. And it's been it's going to be about a little almost over 12 years now that I've had my practice, and everyone said that I wasn't going to survive, and I did. But I did because I did these 3 things. So we're going to start off with epigenetics, right? Your thoughts and emotions determine your outcome. And what does that mean, okay? So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to close your eyes for a minute and just kind of notice what your thoughts have been lately. So fear, anxiety, anger, frustration, all those things, just kind of bring them to surface right now and really honor them. Because if we don't honor our thoughts, what happens is that it kind of, takes over our bodies. And so just go ahead and open up your eyes and just honor whatever you're feeling right now, because epigenetics is whatever you are thinking right now. It's a thought energy, and it creates an emotion. And that emotion sends a message to your cells, your DNA more specifically. So let's look at a DNA as like a little Coca-Cola bottle, and there's a cap. The immediate early genes, or IEGs, receive your thoughts right into that little bottle cap within 3 seconds. That's epigenetics, and it sends a message into your whole system, your DNA, and your body responds. So if you are feeling stressed and angry and frustrated, it's okay, but don't linger there. Because if you linger there, you're creating cortisol and adrenaline within your gut, and that sends messages to your brain. And guess what that does for you as the CEO? It stops your creativity. It stops you from functioning. It decreases your health. It takes you into a bad place we call fight, flight, or freeze, okay? So what can you do? You can immediately go and correct your sentences. If you're saying this is too hard or I can't do this, go ahead and flip it right away and use these words. I'm going to let this be easy. I'm not going to choose that this is going to be hard. It feels hard within my body. My gut is literally turning into knots. Remember our moms or dads used to say, my stomach is in knots. That's what's happening to all of us right now. But what if we made it feel easy, right? So that's the reset. Or actually, I can do this, If you change your thoughts, the energy of your whole body will change immediately. And that powers up your health right away. It literally decreases and pushes out those stress hormones and creates other hormones which are healthier, which is dopamine and oxytocin, right? Stuff that's found in antidepressants. You can create that yourself just by the words that you're using, just by the way you're feeling. So that's number 1. Okay, number 2, I want to share this with you. Whoops. The power of your health is directly connected to the power of your business. Why am I saying that? Because when I researched the CEOs, they weren't slumped down thinking, okay, this is a downturn right now, 2007, 2008, this is the worst time. They were like, okay, in business, there's always going to be ebbs and flows, right? Always. If you're in business, or even if you're not in business right now, if you're creating something right now, just remember to keep creating, keep that flow moving, keep that imagination. That's why you're here, because this summit is filling you up with everything that you need to continue forward, no matter what is happening around you, no matter what environmental situations are creating a feeling of anguish or anxiety, right? No matter what's happening, you really have to think like a CEO, and a CEO takes her or his health as a priority. So CEOs get up early, they exercise, they eat healthy food, they spend time with their family, and they take time off. So scheduling all this stuff in is really, really important. So when I researched the CEOs, I started to do the same thing myself. Even though I wasn't bringing in a lot of income, even though people weren't calling me for appointments, I stayed true to my health, and that kept me going. That kept me feeling better. I was sending thoughts of happiness, positivity. I was allowing my creativity to flow. So those are things that I wanted to share with you right away today, because I want to move you forward. I want you to believe in yourself all the time right now, no matter what is around you. And unfortunately, not too many of our friends and family will be supporting us when we're going into this entrepreneurial stage, if some of you don't have a business yet, or in your business, if you do have one. A lot of people are not going to support you, but your mindset will keep you supported. And that leads me to number 3. So number 3 is your healthy community is the tribe village that supports you and your business. When I started in this town that nobody knew me, right? I said to a friend of mine, she's a businesswoman, I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? You know, this is new to me. I've never owned a business before, and I thought people were just going to be pouring in. And she said, go ahead into your community and see what groups you feel you need to be a part of. And I chose healthy groups, people that were positive, people that were making a change in the community, people that were supporting and uplifting people that needed to be uplifted and supported. So I want to share that with you today. Go ahead and look for women's or men's groups that share a common interest with you. I chose to be a part of Lighthouse, BPW, Mississippi Business Women's Organization, the Rotary Club, the Chamber. I did go into church groups that was very, very supportive for me, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So try not to think that when you open up a business or create your own entrepreneurial passion that you're going to do this by yourself, because you can't always do this by yourself. You need the support of your community, but choose wisely, because that will affect you. I have the nonprofit groups here, because when you choose to collaborate with nonprofit groups, or just, people who are fundraising for children that are ill, for example, that's one of my things that I do. So when I speak, I always talk about Cure MSD, which is a very rare disease that I personally help to fundraise and I support. So I share that with you, because when you think about making a change in the community, that's an energy that flows out. And let me tell you, that pours right back into you. Even if you think it's never going to pour back in, it will. Because that support and love and choosing healthy groups to be a part of, they are going to want to support you as well. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I hope these 3 recommendations will help you to become a CEO that really believes in her or himself. And with that, I do want to say before we finish, I did finish a book, so I want to give it to 3 of you. So if you would like to see if you can win this book, go ahead and go to gcmfr.com and just subscribe to my newsletter. I do one every month with a self-treatment video as well. So go ahead. This is my book, The Power of Self-Care, Self-Love, a Physical Therapist's Guide to Evolving into Your Higher Self. So go ahead and subscribe, and I will give the 3 lucky winners my book. And thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Jackie, for giving us some tips on how to power up our health. What most critical time to receive this information during a time where everybody is concerned about their health. But you know what else? We're also concerned about our money. So that being said, we have coming up Dr. Cosette White, and she's going to talk to us about powering up that money. So she is an international speaker, 6-time best-selling author. She is also a tax expert and an advisor as well. She is going to talk to us about Into the Black Now, revenue, residual, and reach. Welcome to the Power Up stage, Dr. Cosette White.
I hope everyone's doing well. With all this going on in this world today, I wanted to hop on really quickly. I had some things to do, so I was, in the mood to hop on here and just have a conversation with you guys. And I'm going to give folks a few minutes to hop on. It's early, and I wanted to do this real early. But so as you guys are hopping on, let me go ahead and introduce myself. I'm here in California. I am in Oxnard, California. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from. I'd love to go back and check to see where folks are listening to the lives from. But anyway, again, I'm from Oxnard. I'm here in California, coastal, loving this weather. It's not too hot just yet here where I'm at. But anyway, I am Dr. Cosette. I am Dr. Cosette White. And today I want to talk to you guys about creating a revenue plan to increase your profits. What does that look like? Creating a revenue plan to increase your profits. A lot of times as business owners, we struggle. And that struggle could be to a lot of different things. It could be to self-sabotage. It could be to poor financial planning, lack of planning, no team. It could be a number of different things, but I just want to share with you guys how you can avoid some of those things. Because as I like to say, small minds don't create big checks. All right, so let me just start all over again, introducing myself, because I gave you guys just my name, but I am Dr. Cosette White. I am the CEO and founder of My Financial Home. We are a boutique firm. We specialize in accounting, tax, and business services. And our ideal client who we actually serve are our business clients. And of course, we do work with our consumers and individuals as well. But we help you guys with financial planning, tax matters, saving with the Internal Revenue Service, implementing legal business formations, assisting you guys with things such as right now, what's going on is we're assisting a lot of our clients with loan preparation, small business loans, PPPs, and things of that nature. All right, so let's jump into what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that is how do you create a revenue plan so that your profits are consistently where you want them to be. All right, so I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to create this plan, and it's all about profits, you all. So the first one is creating a plan. The P is creating a plan. What does your plan look like? How can you continue to start generating the revenue in your business that you want to? It all starts with a plan. And I sit down and I do a yearly plan with my team, where we can grow, how we can increase our numbers from the prior year, look at our forecast and look at projections. So you need to first of all start with the plan. And what I tell everyone that I sit with is sometimes we can't do it all by ourselves. Sometimes we got to reach up, we got to reach out, and we got to ask for help. So if you're stuck, like, where do I even begin putting together a plan? Then maybe you got to raise your hand and ask for help. That means a mentor, that means a coach, that means someone that can hold you accountable for the plans that you all put together. All right? The R. The R is for revenue generating activities. When I talk about revenue generating activities, I'm going to ask you guys a question for those of you that are listening to me. If live, or maybe you're on the replay, if I said to you, how much money did you want to create in your business over the next 30 days? What is that number? I just want you to write it down on a piece of paper. You don't have to tell me because it's only between you and that piece of paper what you're writing down. So if you know what that number is, if it's 30,000, if it's 50,000, or maybe you're just starting, maybe it's $1,000. That's what you want to generate between now and the next 30 days, July 17th. You have to have a plan as to how you can create and generate that revenue. So write down right now on a piece of paper 5 things that you can do to generate revenue. What are 5 activities that you need to be doing each and every day to generate revenue activities, revenue generating activities? You see, revenue generating activities are things such as getting on a strategy session. Revenue generating activities are things such as talking to prospective clients. You know, you got to understand how many prospective clients do you need to talk to on a weekly basis in order to generate some of the goals that you anticipate. So when I say talking to someone, do you need to talk to 10 people a week in order to get one yes? And I'm talking about a yes that's going to close on a sale, that's going to bring you a new client, that's going to close a contract. What are the revenue generating activities that you need to do each and every month, each and every week, each and every quarter, each and every year? They're going to shift as you begin to get very skilled in the craft that you do. So for right now, on that piece of paper, and hopefully you have a piece of paper, write down 5 revenue generating activities that you can be doing right at this point, okay, over the next 30 days to meet that goal that you wrote down, that check that you want to create, that revenue that you want to bring into your business, okay? The next thing I want you guys to do is start thinking about some offline and online marketing. Now, I don't want you to necessarily think about things where you have to go out and spend money because you're trying to create money. So let's think about that. What are some of the online things that you can do to market your business, to market yourself? Because after all, you all, it's about the know, like, and trust. It's about getting people to know you, know the services that you offer, know the products that you sell, like you, and trust you. Those are the 3 things: know, like, and trust. If nobody knows you, you're not going to make any, create any revenue, generate any revenue. If nobody likes you, they definitely not going to buy from you. And if they trust you, then they sure not going to buy from you. They're going to run the complete opposite direction. So what are some of the things that you can do right now today to generate revenue? How can you market yourself online? How can you market yourself offline? You know, right now we're in a pandemic. We're not out at events for the most part. So we're not face to face with folks. So you have to pivot. You have to pivot left. You have to pivot right. You got to do something different. You know, what about your existing clients that you have if you are already a business owner? What about your existing pool of people that you talk to right now? The clients that you see right now, the clients that you service right now. Can you tap into those existing clients and ask for referrals? Can you tap into those existing clients and ask them, who do they know? How can they introduce you to the next person that maybe you're trying to meet? Maybe you're trying to get beyond the doorkeeper, the gatekeeper. So you got to reach up and say, hey, Cosette, who do you know at ABC Corporation that I can get into the door? Do you know the controller? Do you know the director of human resources? I need to get to that person. I need to get beyond the doorkeeper. So we got to start thinking of creative ways. Reach out to your existing clients and start asking them. I'm sure there's a client of yours that may be a HR director. I'm sure there's a client of yours that may be a CPA. I'm sure there's a client of yours that's probably an attorney. Are they? Those are key people that you should have on your team anyway. I just threw that out for you guys. But if you know any of those folks, any real estate folks, any bankers, reach out to those people and ask them, hey, I know you have a list of clients. I'm looking for this particular person. Can you help me out? Okay? Ask permission, you all. Online, offline. Think about blogs. Think about virtue summits. Think about podcasts. Think about writing for different publications, different folks that have websites. They have blog pages. Start reaching out, start reaching up. And it's a simple thing. All you got to do is do what we call outreach on social media. Hop into someone's box. Hey, I see you have a publication. My name is, I do this. What can I do to write an article for your website, for your blog, for your publication? It's simple, you guys. Okay. So the next one is, and let me stay on track. The next one is financial goals. What are your financial goals? Do you know what your financial goals are in order to create this additional revenue into your organization? Listen, you guys, you need to have revenue goals for your weekly revenue goals and monthly revenue goals. You need to have weekly profit goals and monthly profit goals. All right. There is truly a difference. And let me just educate y'all for a moment. What is the revenue? Revenue is the money that you bring in. Those are the sales from the coaching, the products. That's the hardcore sale. You know, you close a contract is $10,000. That's the revenue. You close 5 contracts at $10,000. That's $50,000 for the month. You close 10 contracts at $10,000. That's $100,000 in revenue for the month. That's the revenue. What is your revenue goal for the week? What is your revenue goal for the month? So if it's $100,000 for the month, you got to break it down into bite-sized pieces. That means you need to bring in $25,000 every single week at minimum, you know, give or take, because it can fluctuate to meet that $100,000 goal. That's the revenue. But the profit is not the same thing. The profit is, I have my revenue, I have my operating expenses. What is the number after that? So that's the number that's so important, the profit, because that's the money that you're taking home. That's the money that you're paying Uncle Sam on, the profits. That's the money that you need to make sure that you are, saving enough for taxes. So have those goals, you all. Have your financial goals as far as making sure that you are looking at your financial statements, making sure that you understand what's in those financial statements. Because again, the sales less the operating expenses is going to give you your profit. So if you don't understand what's going on in the middle, your operating expenses, then that's going to have an impact on your profit. If you have excessive marketing expenses going out every month, if you have excessive entertainment or excessive overhead, maybe you have too many people that are helping you, independent contractors. Maybe you have a staff. Maybe you have a staff member that's not performing and maybe you need to let them go. I had to let somebody go last week. Just wasn't performing. It's about the return on the investment. If I hire you, whether it's independent contractor or as an employee, then I expect for you to produce. Okay, so that was an expense that I needed to eliminate because I wasn't getting the results and it was impacting my profit. It was impacting my bottom line. So pay attention to your numbers. Understand the numbers. Yes, y'all, the numbers are sexy if you know what they say. If they in the red, they ain't sexy. I'm just being real. We want the numbers to be out of the red into the black. All right. So ideal client. Who is your ideal client? Let me see something for a second. It's not coming up. I'm sorry, you guys. One quick second. Okay. Your ideal client. Who is your ideal client? You need to understand what that client looks like. What's their spending habit? Something is still not right. One second. Okay. Well, it'll happen. What is your ideal client? What's their spending habit? What is their what's their demographics? What's their income level? How do they spend? What do they look like? What are some of their pain points? What are some of the things that you constantly hear your ideal client complain about? Okay, you need to start speaking that same language. If you're not speaking that same language, and maybe you don't even know who your ideal client is to speak their language, but I tell you, once you identify and you understand who you are targeting, who you are going after, what are some of the problems that they experience, then that will directly impact the revenue that you bring in, because you're speaking to that ideal client. You're sending messages to that client and they're hearing what you're saying. They're hearing that you're offering a solution to the problems that they have. All right. I'm speaking to tax and accounting professionals. I help tax and accounting professionals grow a virtue firm, grow a multiple six-figure virtue firm. All right. So I speak to those people. I speak to anyone, to my ideal client. I speak the pain points that they're having, and that's what you need to do as well in order to shift the revenue so that you're bringing in and creating the revenue that you want in your organization. All right, team. What does that look like, you guys? Your team. Okay, we are CEOs, but guess what? We can't wear multiple hats and expect to create the revenue that we want in our organization. I can't be the marketing guy. I can't be the content writer. I can't be the staff accountant for 10 accounts, 20 accounts. I could, but that means that some of my clients are going to miss out. So that meant I had to bring in a staff accountant. That meant I had to bring in additional tax accountants, because I can't do all the returns in the office. I can't manage all of the accounts that we have in the office. So you have to develop a team, you all, in order to, again, meet those revenue goals that you have set for yourself. All right. What does a team look like? I can't tell you that in this short period of time, but I tell you what, that is something that I help tax and accounting professionals with when we're building out a multiple six-figure firm. All right. What does that team look like to you? All right. And the next one, you guys, is putting systems in place. So what does systems in place look like? That means what can be done without your presence. If you hired that tax accountant, if you hired anyone to come onto your team, what can they do? What will they be able to do with some of the systems that you have in place? I'm talking about standard operating procedures. I'm talking about desktop procedures. I'm talking about systems that you implement, onboarding procedures, onboarding systems, new hire procedures. What are some of the systems that you have in place, or that you need to have in place, that you only touch one time? You're not recreating the wheel, because you guys realize the more you touch paper, the more you recreate wheels. It's time is money and money is time. So create something that you only have to do once. Systems, putting systems in place. And I gave this example. To someone as I was doing a strategy session. A few years ago, I had a post that went viral, and it allowed me to create some revenue, some unexpected revenue into my business. But I had to put a system in place that would allow that revenue to continuously come in while I was asleep. So I'm talking about inventing and putting things together where you only have to touch them once. All right. Some things we got to touch more than once, but what systems do you have? All right. So I gave you guys 7 quick steps to creating revenue, and increasing your profit. So let me just kind of recap those. And for those of you who just jumped on, I am Dr. Cosette here in Oxnard, California. I am the CEO and founder of My Financial Home. We are a boutique firm specializing in accounting, tax, and business services. And we help our businesses grow. We look at your financials. We help you determine if you are losing money, leaving money on the table. We help you implement systems. We help you save on your taxes instead of stroking that check every year to the IRS. Maybe you owe. We sit down with you to implement tax saving strategies for your organization. All right. So if you jumped on late, make sure you let us know where you're chiming in from. Today, I was talking about how to create a revenue plan to increase your profits. And let me just recap those plans, those things that I talked about. I talked about creating a plan. You know, we can't get from point A to point B sometimes without a navigation. So what is your plan? What does it look like? Maybe you need to reach up and reach out and have someone assist you with putting that plan together. The R is working on your revenue generating activities. What are 5 things you need to be doing each and every day to make sure that you are creating and generating revenue into your organization? 80% of your time should be spent on RGAs, and the other 20% of your time should be spent on non-RGAs. All right? Remember that, 20% of your time only. So all this playing on social media, having fun, sending out all the funny stuff on social media, that's great. It breaks up the day. You got to have it. You can't just work. You got to have some fun. But don't spend your whole day on non-revenue generating activities. Otherwise, you will not reach your goal. All right? Oh, online and offline marketing. Think of some creative ways where you don't have to spend money to market your business so that individuals get to know your products and services. Individuals get to know you, they get to like you, and they get to trust you. All right? That's the purpose. Also, you want to start generating organic clients. That's one of the ways you're going to grow. It's not the only way, but the know, like, and trust is very important. The F, what are your financial goals? Do you know what your financial goals are? Do you know how you're going to achieve them? Do you know how you're going to even set them? What's your weekly and monthly goals for generating your revenue? I asked you guys, how much would you like to create? How much would you like to make between now and July 17th? What does your check look like? What is the check that you're going to take to the bank? The check that you're going to deposit in the next 30 days? Set a goal that's achievable. So if you didn't hear me earlier, I want you to write down a number as to what that is. If it's 25,000, if it's 5,000, I don't know where you are in your business. If you are new in the market, if you are a seasoned entrepreneur, business owner, what does that look like? How are you going to achieve it? You can't achieve it by just throwing a number out of a hat and saying, oh, I'm going to do $5,000 this month. You got to have a plan and you got to track it. So what's the weekly goal for revenue? What's the monthly goal for revenue? What's the weekly goal for your profit and your monthly goal for your profit? I can say every week I want to bring in 15,000. That sounds good, but I still got people to pay every single week. I have a payroll to meet. So that 15,000 goes into my account, but guess what? What's my profit? What's in the middle? What are my operating expenses? Okay, so take that all into account as well. I'm all off the track. Ideal client. Who is your ideal client? What's their name? What do they look like? How do they spend? What's the demographics? What are their spending patterns? Do some homework, do some research, sit down and do a session with yourself as to who you want to target. What do they look like? You know, do they spend regularly? Are they moms? Are they dentists? Are they CPAs? What niche? You know, who is it that I want to service? Who buys my products? Look, not everybody buys the same pair of jeans. You know, there's jeans that I dare not get in, and there's certain jeans that I will get in. So just because I'm a manufacturer of jeans, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to get in my jeans. Okay. Some women have a big butt, so they have to specialize or go and buy themselves certain jeans. Some women don't have no butt, so they can wear any kind of jeans. I'm sorry, that's a bad, but I had to do that as an example, y'all. But A great example, everybody ain't gonna buy every pair of jeans. Everybody is not gonna buy a t-shirt. Some t-shirts may be low cut, some may be tight fitting. Everybody not gonna buy your t-shirt. So you have to think about who is gonna buy your product. Who is going to come to you for the services that you offer? Know your ideal client. I guarantee the revenue in your organization will begin to increase. Okay? Building a team. It's important to start developing a team and building a team, depending on where you're at. And when I say you guys build a team, let me deviate for a moment. It could be a virtual assistant, meaning that's an independent contractor, or it can be an employee. I go over this concept all the time. What is the difference between an employee and an independent contractor? An employee, y'all, and I'm gonna say y'all, an employee is someone who you hire, you put on your payroll, you have workers' comp insurance, you are paying employer taxes, you are sending money that you withheld from their paycheck to the Internal Revenue Service quarterly, weekly, depending on your payroll. And those individuals get what we call a Form W-2 every single year from you. You tell them what to do. You tell them when to be at the job. You tell them when to clock in, when to clock out. That is an employee. They sign a handbook. They get a paycheck every week, every 2 weeks. That's an employee. An independent contractor is someone that you hire to do a task. Maybe it's a graphic designer. You have a graphic designer in your team and they're responsible for X amount of designs every single week. But there's a contract. There's an agreement between the two of you. They come and go as they want. You pay them a check through your accounts payable, not through your payroll account. When you have an independent contractor, they sign a Form W-9 so that at the end of the year, you can issue them a Form 1099. They are responsible for paying the taxes on the money that you pay them. They are responsible for reporting that on their taxes, etc. All right, so y'all got the difference? All right, that's the difference between an employee and an independent contractor. Whatever the case, you gotta build a team is where I'm going with it. If you expect for your revenues to increase, you gotta build a team because you can't wear 10 hats. I can have 10 hats, but I'm not gonna be good at everything that I do. So I gotta hire my team, hire a team, and a team on top of that is gonna get the job done and make me look good. All right? S, I gotta put systems in place. Y'all gotta put systems in place in order to create the revenue that you anticipate in order to increase your profits. All right, so hopefully y'all got everything that I said in that short period of time about how to increase your revenue, so that your profits are where you want them to. All right, I help tax and accounting professionals grow six-figure virtue firms. I want to talk to you. If you are stuck, you're tired of looking at that small check, you're tired of saying next season, you're tired of saying my bank account is on a roller coaster, you're tired of trying to figure out how to create consistent revenue, then I want to talk to you. All right, I'm gonna leave a link so that we can connect. If you want to talk to me immediately, just text the word profits, you all. Text the word profits to 805-506-4334. Text the word profit if you want to get to me immediately, or we can set up a strategy session and just iron out how I can help you, how I can help you create and generate the revenue that you so desire to want, that you so desire to need. All right, I am Dr. Cosette and White. Until my next live, you all have an awesome and amazing day. I can't wait to connect with you. Don't forget, it's all about profits. It's all about the plan, revenue generating activities, online, offline marketing, financial goals, setting or establishing who your ideal clients are, putting a team together, and developing systems. Without those things, you may see some failure, okay? Listen, we all fall down. but we get up. Y'all know that song. Y'all know that saying. We all fall down, but we all get up. Don't self-sabotage your business, you guys. Don't be one of the statistics that fail due to lack of planning, poor financial planning, ineffective marketing, and no cash cushion. All right. I see it day in, day out. I hear it day in, day out. Those are some of the pain points that my ideal clients share with me. Some of the pain points that my ideal clients speak on a regular basis. So if I'm talking to you, text the word profits to 805-506-4334, and I'll make sure to leave a link so that we can set up a strategy session. Actually, I think I put the link out there already. All right. If you like this, make sure you leave me a comment. Make sure you share it with your community. And in the meantime, I will catch you guys on my next live. Have an awesome and amazing day. Take care.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Cosette, for those great nuggets, because now is definitely the time that we need as much advice as we can on powering up our money. So thank you for giving us those tips. I hope y'all both have enjoyed the information that's been given by not only Dr. White, but also Jackie, because, you know, your health infects your money affects your health. So definitely thank you, ladies, for sharing those tips today. And so I want to remind you, if you haven't already done this, sharing is definitely caring. So you want to share this out right now. Start a watch party if you haven't started one already. And so I am going to take a moment to go back and to talk to you about making that plan. If you have enjoyed listening to the tips that I have shared with you earlier at the last couple of days, we're definitely going to go back and talk about making your plan. So right now I get to share with you about why would you plan a profitable event. So here I am just talking to you about that, and I just want to ask you to tune in. And before you do that, share it out. Sharing is caring. You need to increase your visibility. That's right. You need to level up right now. And one of the quickest ways and powerful ways to do that is a virtual event, well, or if it's in person, but right now everything is virtual. So how to create your own virtual event is what you'll hear me talking about over and over, and I will be inviting you to the elite experience. If you hadn't gotten your ticket, I certainly advise you to do that. So that being said, as I said before, I believe you should increase your visibility using that. So here are some of the things that I teach as you go through my whole program. And for those who work with me, I also have people that work with me on a one-on-one basis to make sure that their conference is a success. And yes, they do call me the butts in the seat queens, not because I just do that. It is important to me, and there's a strategy to doing that. And so here are the 5 steps that I teach during my coaching program, and that what's gotten us here today as well. Make a plan. So make a plan right off the bat. That's number 1. You never don't want to sit down and do that. A lot of us start off, and I used to be a person that start off feet first, but now it's always make a plan. So you're talking to a person who's been creating events for over 15 plus years. And number 1 is make a plan. Number 2 is to build a team. Build a team. And that's another thing that I talk about during my coaching program, and that I sit and assist that people do that. It is really critical to your success. Number 3, creating multiple streams of event income. That's right, creating multiple streams of event income. And now more than ever, this is critical. So I do go over several creative ways to create multiple streams of income, including the traditional ones that people typically know, like ticket sales. But if you're in my coaching program, you definitely don't want to get me on that soapbox. But we definitely talk about all the different ways and some extra ways to make additional income. Number 4, selecting the right speaker, not just any speaker, but the right speakers for your conference. And trust me, in person and virtually, it's different. So there's certain strategy behind picking your right speaker. And if you're having an event that's more about entertainment, entertainers become critical. Who you pick will help you helping you to have a profitable event. And I often tell people, you just don't want to have an event. You want to have a profitable event. Why? Because you don't want to be the person who did all the work, put all the effort in, and the only person leaving with nothing is you, because everybody else is elated at what you've done, but you have no profits to show. So you definitely want to pick the right entertainer, the right speaker, the people that help you draw people in. So this is critical to what you're doing. Number 5, promoting your event. If you have been watching and following me, you have seen a lot of promotion of the Power Up Summit. Now, unfortunately, we had to make a lot of changes throughout. So sometimes that happens. But if you learn how to pivot, and you can pivot well, you will turn that promotion into cash. So promoting your event is critical. And so it's one of my biggies. So definitely that's number 5. And normally when I'm teaching groups or individual, especially my VIP people, I add a bonus in, because branding your event, branding is critical. And it's a bonus that I add, especially for the people signing up during this event, during the Power Up Summit. This will be a bonus that you want to take advantage of. So today, right now, during this session, I don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to start with making a plan, and I'm going to start with just a few things that I want you to focus on. And yes, I'll be talking more about creating a profitable event throughout the Power Up Summit. But right now, I'm going to talk about some of the things during step 1 that you can do to help make sure that you have a profitable event. And even if you're a seasoned event planner, make sure to take notes, because sometimes what you know and what I know are different, and we can learn from each other. But I definitely want to share right now some of the things that you can do. So that being said, many of y'all know me, as I mentioned before. I am the co-founder and director, one of the directors of the Success Women's Conference. And I often talk about how we started Success Women's Conference. Many of the people here needed something. And that's how Success Women's Conference came about. I talk about number one in this first step of making the plan. Number 1 is knowing your mission and your vision. Know your mission and vision. You definitely want to make sure before you decide to go and start investing a lot of money and investing other people's money in a concept or idea, an event, you want to make sure that it's even wanted in the first place. So know your vision. What is your why? Why are you doing this event? Why? What's motivating you to do this event? Whether it's in person or not, it still costs money. So therefore, what's your why? What is the reason you're producing this in the first place? And as I said before, do other people want this, or is this something that you want to do? You know, you have to make sure that your why is matched. You're matching your dollars, because sometimes you can have a why, and that why is costing you more money because nobody else wants it. So know your why, know your purpose, and know your vision. So when we started Success Women's Conference, my partner and I talked about, we would sit in sessions that were actually for me to brand my business. And so, but for 10 plus years here, women often talked about a conference, a women's conference, which we didn't have. Yes, we had many other events. That's right, networking events, women events, chamber events. We're loaded down outside of COVID. We're loaded down with events. So events after events. So women were not feeling fed. That's right. I said fed. They were not getting the nourishment that they needed to take leaps, to take chances, to do things that motivated them and brought money to their pockets. You know, yes, they might have had a job or two, who knows, but it wasn't enough. And so many of them were like, I don't have time to take off and travel to another state. We need a women's conference here. I've even sat in on women's conference meetings where we were planning a conference that never happened. So my partner and I were sitting there as friends, and I often talk about this in relationship building too, because one of the things when you're building something, you want to make sure that that person that you're connected to has the same type of integrity or drive and intention as you. So this is so we started off taking our relationship and turning it into a business, and thus comes Success Women's Conference. We started off with just an idea. We looked at each other and we said, hey, you know, everybody's talking about doing a conference. And then we looked at each other and said, okay, why don't we just do it? That's right. Just like Nike said, why don't we just do it? And we did. And guess what? The women were ready. Over 540 people on the Gulf Coast. And the Gulf Coast isn't a DC or a Atlanta or a San Francisco area. Over 540 women the first year. I think we had to cut off the ticket sales that year. But anyway, over 540 women attended that event. And so that being said, we have now taken that conference and grown it to over 1,000 plus people. We've had speakers like Dr. Yana Van Zant, Lisa Nichols, that's right, motivational international speaker Lisa Nichols, Robin Roberts of Good Morning America, Gloria Mayfield Banks, that's right, #1 sales woman in the world, was at our conference last year. Deborah Garner, Dr. Cheryl Woods, who came in and turned the conference upside down. Many women were inspired to do different things. But from that, we knew going in what made our conference such a success is that we knew our mission and vision. We knew our mission and vision. We knew that we wanted to inspire and empower women. We wanted to inspire them, to lift them up, to feel better. But then we wanted to empower them to do more. And we saw that at all of our conferences. Every year, new women saying, I've started my new business and all this stuff. But that's because we knew our vision. So you have to know your vision in order for you to achieve success, which success to me is always connected to money. So you have to make sure you know your vision, your why, your mission. You have to know that. And so number two is, you know, sometimes it's about the looks, right? It's about the looks. What are your colors? What are your theme? What speaks to people when you're not in the room? Nobody knows anything about you, but they see your graphics, they see your information, and it speaks to them because either that color is popping off the page or your theme is speaking directly to them. The year we had Go Vertical spoke to many women because many women go lateral. So our thoughts were, it's time to go vertical. It's time for you to go up. Forget doing the same thing you've been doing. And so that theme spoke to them. Just like this year, our theme is believe, because you need to believe. It speaks to people, and people can connect to that. So your theme, your colors will talk to people. That's right. They will talk to you before that person reaches the banner. Last year we had a banner and our colors is a deep purple. It speaks to people. So know your colors, know your theme. This is all going back to branding, which is a bonus in my training. So you definitely want to know that, and definitely go back to knowing your mission. So if you don't know anything else, make sure you know those. So number three is a critical area in this particular step, because I feel like that if you don't know who your target market is, you'll be all over the place and you'll miss the mark and you'll leave lots of money on the table. So who's your target? Who is your target? And a lot of times it follows right behind your why, because they connect to each other. So who is your target? Are you targeting women, men, or both? And always at the end of that, why are you doing that? Secondly, what's the age group that you're looking at? And why are you looking at that age group? Are you looking at millennials? Are you looking at people that are my age, a little older than 50, right? So are you looking for the young, the middle, or are you looking for people a little older? So with success, we kind of cover a few age groups, because we know that young people need this just as much as people that are a little more seasoned need it as well, because we have women from all walks that participate in success, people that are transitioning in their careers, people that are starting their own business. You know, those things matter. And why would you pick somebody 55 versus 30? You're right. So just think about this. A person who's 55 definitely has disposable income, right? They're at a comfortable place. Most of the time, 55, 60, their children are now grown. Most of the time, they've even finished college. If they hadn't, they're close to finishing college. They're certainly not spending as much money as they do when their children are younger, so to speak, as 5 and 10-year-olds. As when I used to travel on the road, you spend a lot of money when your children are still in grade school. So a lot of times the millennials don't have as much disposable money. So what does that mean to your event? Somebody who has disposable income is more likely to buy a higher up ticket They're not looking for what I call the butts in the seat ticket, the base ticket. They want a better experience. They want to connect to that keynote. They want the full out experience. And some of them want all of the experience. But you typically, like I said, those are people typically older. There are occasionally the other, but most of the time, these people are older. They're looking to have a full out experience. A lot of times they'll get their girlfriends to come with them. So you want to make sure that you look at the age group and you really consider what this means to your ticket sale. And trust me, it can mean the bottom line being higher or lower. So definitely when you're looking at these things, think about what age group you're going to mainly target. And if you're looking to do the millennials and the baby boomers, you just need to make sure you have ticket prices that cover both. Because this is critical when you're planning out your how to make money from your events. And why I said tickets can be an up and down thing, because you got to consider so many things when you're deciding this factor. Now, I just gave you a few tips right now about making your plan on how to create a profitable event. There are many more things that I'm going to discuss throughout the conference, like location, why it matters, and now with location being even more important, because one of the locations that's driving everything is virtual. So we want to talk about that. So make sure you tune in as I come back on several other conversations and talk about how to make your plan and how to create a profitable event. Now, I'm Karen Cherry. I want to make sure if you're thinking about doing an event and you haven't done one before, or you're seasoned and you're really not making any money, so you definitely want to get away from that. So that being said, connect with me, connect on the site. There's a place where you can sign up to find out more information about our group coaching program that's going to be coming up really soon. And I want you to be a part of that. And we're going to offer a really great deal, but you got to stay tuned. Join us tomorrow as I announce what that looks like, and you can be a part of that as well. So make sure to connect with me. And if you don't know where to connect me, look on the broadcast page, and join the How to Create a Profitable Event. I'm Karen Cherry. Thank you. So I hope that you enjoyed all the things that I have shared at this conference about how to create a profitable event, your own profitable event. And those are just a few things that I have shared throughout the conference. It's only part of part one, make your plan. But there are also other steps that you should definitely, if you want to learn more about, such as building your team, creating your own event stream of income. Number 4, selecting the right speaker. And number 5, promoting your event. If you've enjoyed seeing all the promotion around this virtual event, then you definitely would want to get with me and find out how you can do it too. Because creating your own profitable event, and I say profitable because you need to make money. You don't need to be having a big party. So if you enjoyed all that information, please just send me an email. Send me an email at Kern@PRN Home Care Services, and I'll be glad to follow up with you and set up a discovery call. And if you want to just send me a text, 228-239-1867. 239-1867. Send me a text, ask about profitable events, and I will follow back up with you and set up a discovery call, because everybody needs to be more visible, if not before, more now than ever. You need to create your own digital platform, and sometimes using an event to do that will get you there even faster. And it also increases your ability to collaborate and create new connections. And you know what I believe in: connections lead to collaboration, which leads to cash. So if you've enjoyed all the speakers that we've had today, you know, and I would say if you have, please just drop that in the chat box, you know, because we would love to hear from you what you thought about this year first annual Power Up Virtual Summit. Now, we did have some live events, and I know everybody couldn't make it, but we definitely would love to hear more from you about what you took away from this conference. What speaker did you enjoy the most? What tip did you get? Oh, by the way, did you go visit our vendors, you know, and support our sponsors? Because without them, we just don't have an event. So thank you. And I want to say thank you to the sponsors. Thank you, Community Bank. Thank you, Keep. Thank you, Go Fig. Thank you, Rita. Rita, you are such a treasure. Courageous Woman Magazine and Swag Her for promoting this event. Gulf Coast Destination for stepping up and decorating our place. So if you need a place, if you're thinking about where you're going to travel to next year, contact Gulf Coast Destination. Thank you, Renata. Thank you for all your help with this conference as well. And thank you to my husband, who's always around and always supportive with PRN Home Care. That's our business, over 23 years, serving people across the Gulf Coast and keeping them at home, even during COVID. So of course, if you need some help, or you have a loved one that needs some help, we're definitely the company for you. So that being said, I hope you have enjoyed everything that you have seen here today. I mean, I myself have been empowered by so many of the speakers and the panel discussions, which I personally enjoyed participating in. But I couldn't have done any of this without my teammates. So thank you to the Power Up Summit team. Thank you to the Power Up Summit volunteers. And thank you to the Power Up Summit ambassadors. You have allowed us to pull off the biggest pivot yet, at least for me, to be able to switch this from live to virtual in less than 10 days is just amazing. And I couldn't have done it with all the people that are helping me and that are behind the scenes, and to all those other people that helped us as well, that came in on the side and helped us out. Thank you to all our great speakers, Dr. Cheryl Wood, Trevor Otts, Shay Brown, Jessica Rasdale, Jackie Castor Cooper, Dr. Cosette White. These are just to name a few. Dr. Yolanda Jerry, who stepped in and actually ran several of the panel discussion. Thank you. Thank you for stepping up. And thank you and Shadera for taking care of it and running the ambassadors. Wasn't it great to see all the publicity that went out on the Power Up Summit? So that being said, it's not over. If you have not bought your elite ticket and you really want to be a part of the Power Up Mastermind, Power Up Your Money Mastermind. Now see, I'm already telling you, you're going to increase your profitability by just joining in and being able to talk to people of like mind that are looking for how to power up. And they're looking how to power up not just their money, but they're powering up their life, they're powering up their career, they're powering up their finance, and they're powering up their health. And most are coming to power up their business. So we're going to go in to a private setting. If you have an elite ticket, if you were upgraded to elite ticket, if you're one of my trailblazers that's been invited, and definitely my team that's been invited as well, you should be getting something right now that says that you are going to be entering a private session facilitated by none other than me, Karen Cherry. And I have to say, I am the butts in the seat queen, and I definitely have a lot of knowledge that I can definitely share with you. Over 23 years in business, over 15 years in planning conferences, events, etc. And I'm teaming up with Ty Miles, my coach and brand strategist, marketing expert, CEO of Masterminds. So you can see already, you're already in good company, and you'll be joining other collective minds, and we'll help you figure out your next step or help you with something else that you're trying to do. So join us at the Power Up Your Money Mastermind. If you haven't bought that elite ticket, it's not too late, but we ask that you do it right now, because only those with the invite will be at the Power Up Your Money Mastermind, and that will be held in Zoom. It won't be live. So thank you once again. Thank you for all of you viewers that have tuned in today as well, and for all the last 3 days. We ask you to share this out, because sharing is truly caring. And so we ask that you share this out for a replay. Share this out for a replay and start a watch party, because you never know which one of your friends needs what we have shared here today and over the last 3 days. So thank you again. We hope to see you for the 2nd annual Power Up Summit. So go to our page, make sure you register, because we definitely are coming back in 2021. Thank you. I'm Karen Cherry, your host. Brown Beauty Complete, owned by Denise T. Brown. You can reach her at 601-672-0782. brownbeautyc.com, brownbeautyc.com. If you need your hair to look fabulous, such as mine, or you just going out on a night of town, or look, you got an event, whether it's virtual or in person, and you need to look fly. Brown Beauty is the place to call. 601-672-0782. And we ask that you support our vendors, because without them, we would not be here. So Brown Beauty, give Denise a call. Brown Beauty Complete. Essential number 9, 228-355-7371. Essential number 9, handmade African shea butter based hair moisturizers. That's right, handmade African shea butter moisturized blend essential oil and carrier oil to get superb moisturization. Yes, you ladies who are natural want to get your hands on essential number 9. You want to give them a call, 228-355-7371, or you can go to their Facebook site. Yes, right. They're on Facebook, or you can go to, you can also go to their email, customer service at essentialoil9.net. You definitely want to get your hands on it. And men, they have something for you too. They have, just like they have stuff for your hair, they also have things to help you with your beard, to soften your beard. So essential oil number 9. Babs Jewels. That's right, Babs Jewels. 228-224-6051. That's 228-224-6051. BabsJewels.com. That's BABS Jewel, JEWELS.com. And why am I telling you that? Because I want you to think about it. If you want to look fabulous and your budget is smaller, ladies, and you know how we love to wear jewelry, Babs Jewels is the place you want to go. Everything is $5 and you can look fabulous. Sometimes you have to up your game with your outfit by putting on some great jewelry and earrings. BabsJewels.com is where you want to go. They also have a Facebook page, but 228-224-6051. Babs, BABS Jewels, JEWELS.com. Get your jewelry, only $5. Everything's $5. Get it right now. And support, we ask that you support our vendors. Naturally Me. Naturally Me, 601-966-9061. Naturally Me provides body scrubs, handmade body scrubs, body and hand butter, hair oils, and yes, men, they have hair beard balm as well, where you can take care of your beard, always taking care of the men as well. So go to naturallyme.com, naturallyme.com. They also have a Facebook site, and look, they also have candles, handmade candles. Can't beat it. Go to Naturally Me on their Facebook site, or go to naturallyme.com. The phone number again is 601-966-9061. We ask that you support our vendors, because without them, we could not put this on. Thank you to our vendors. Naturally Me. Mermaid Purse, organic soap and pottery. They make handmade soap and they make pottery, lip balm, lotions, and more. So ladies, if you want to soften your hands and body, look, and in addition to that, you don't have to look for a soap dish because they make that as well. Mermaid Purse, organic soaps and pottery. You can find them on Facebook. Go to their Facebook page right now and you will find Mermaid Purse, organic soap and pottery. Everything's handmade, beautiful pottery that you can find right there on their Facebook site. And you will be amazed at what they produce. So go to Mermaid Purse and organic soap and pottery and get your beautiful piece of pottery right now. Support our vendors, because without them, we would not have the Power Up Summit. Be epic. 228-218-5861, 228-218-5861, beepic.com, beepic.com. Are you trying to decrease, curb your craving, or are you needing to increase your energy, enhance your mental clarity? And maybe you're under stress and you need to decrease your stress. Try Be Epic. Go to the website beepic.com and get those little green, white, and purple pills, and they will help you with your stress, with your anxiety, curbing that appetite. And ladies, it's hard when you're trying to drop the pounds to curb that appetite. But Be Epic. Go to their website and get what you need right now. 228-218-5861. beepic.com. Support our vendors for the Power Up Summit. All right. All Bottle Up. All Bottle Up by Bree. Yes, that is Sabrina Starworth. All Bottle Up by Bree. I am wearing her piece right now and her earrings. If you have never had handmade, not bought in a department store, handmade, personally made for you, handmade leather goods, whether it's a purse or it's a piece of jewelry, whether it's handmade shoes, allbottleup.com. .biz, I'm sorry, allbottleup.biz. Go to that website, check out some of the handmade leather purses. My goodness, I love the smell of leather. All by Bree. Sabrina is amazing. If you've never had anything done, you can get your item custom just for you. allbottleup.biz. Go to that website or check her out on Facebook or Instagram. Sabrina Starworth, All Bottle Up by Bree.biz. Support our vendors, because without them, we wouldn't be here. All Bottle Up by Bree.biz. How to create a profitable event. If you have been enjoying this virtual summit, and you know that you need to increase your visibility, and whether you are or not, maybe it's something that an event you have put on from year to year, and now you are trying to figure out what you're going to do. Maybe you're a person who's created events and it's all just a big party. We're done with having big parties. It's now time to create a profitable event. So if you have been enjoying what you've seen here today and throughout the conference, join me by going to my page and clicking to receive more information about my new group coaching program on how to create your own profitable event. And I am Kern Cherry, your host, and I'm also the coach of how to create your own profitable event. You want to go ahead and click that link, because we'll send you information. My assistant will send it to you, as we're going to be offering a special offer during this conference. That's right, a really special offer during this conference that you'll want to be a part of, so that you can create your own profitable event, whether it's in person or virtually, as you see here. So make sure to click that link on how to create your own profitable event, and join me as we kick off our good group coaching program. And again, I'm Karen Cherry, your host and